Hi everybody, a few weeks ago my channel got took down, and I know why it got took down. I don't really want to go into why that happened. Needless to say, there was a bit of an issue with content that had gone up on there, and if I go into it too much it'll throw somebody under the bus, which I don't really want to do. But I basically want to talk a little bit about how I got it back up and running, because I did a lot of research. As soon as it went down, I panicked. I was like, why has this happened? And I figured out why it had happened. And I started reading a lot about what other people had been through. And everyone was like, once it's gone, it's gone. Your channel's gone. There's nothing you can do about it. All your content's gone. Now, I had videos on there from when I first started filmmaking at university. And they were the only copies of those videos that I've had. And I was absolutely devastated. There's videos of my son on there, which I never really had a copy of. So it was, for a few days I was just completely like dumbstruck. I couldn't deal with anything, and it sounds really stupid because it's just a YouTube channel, isn't it? But when you put your heart and soul into something, even though I haven't, like I have put time and effort into it, but I could imagine some people who like do this on a daily basis losing their channel. It would send them to like into full-on depression, because I felt that coming on me. So I was reading all these stories and people were like, no, it's gone, there's nothing you can do about it. You get one appeal with YouTube, and I made that appeal, and all I got back was sort of a segment of the terms and conditions, and it was something to do about security and content, and I was just like, well, no, that doesn't apply to it. It seemed like there was just sort of like an AI that was picking that out and just throwing at us, and like the algorithm does a lot of the time with regards to like what videos do well and what videos don't. It's all sort of automated, and that was it. Once you replied again to that, you just got ignored, or they sent back saying, no, you've already used your appeal, tough shit, bye bye, see you later. I was absolutely gutted, and then I went under a couple of forums, and people said that you had to get in touch with this specific Twitter, a specific YouTube Twitter, which is Team YouTube. But then loads of other people on forums were saying, yeah, it's a waste of time, they don't listen to you. So I posted something and they ignored it. And then I posted again on the same bit, and they ignored it again. And I think after the third time I got sort of a reply to say, it was sort of like that generic reply, oh yeah, you get one chance at an appeal, go and do this. And I was like, already done it, been rejected, this is what they said, and can you help me? And I got nothing for days, which, I tell you what, I mean, it's not that difficult to reply to messages. It's stress, like the stress that I was under, the stress that I was feeling, was immense. All they had to do was just sort of say, yeah, we're dealing with this, or something like that, but no, just nothing for days. It was awful. It really was horrible. Eventually they got back to us again, so I told them what was going on. I said, look, it wasn't my fault. I'll hold up that there was some stuff there on there that shouldn't have been there, but it wasn't my fault. And they finally came back to us with we'll DM you soon. 3 days goes by before I get this DM. So again, that whole stress thing going on. And then I told them what the problem was. And I don't know whether on Twitter it actually says this person's seen this, you know, like what it does on Messenger or Facebook. There was like just a tick. And I'm thinking to myself, what's going on here? I sent this like 2 or 3 days ago, still nothing back. So then I messaged in that DM and I was like, look, are we just going back to ignoring me here? Because I've got like a valid reason that why this happened, and I believe that my channel should still be up and running. And then they finally got back to me and they said, okay, we're looking into this, be ready. I was like, okay, whatever. And so I think it was on Wednesday night this week, I don't know when I'm putting this video out, so it might have been 3 weeks ago. You might be watching this in 2037, I don't know. So yeah, I get this, that I'm sitting on a night, I'm doing some editing, not for the channel, for something else, and I'd actually uploaded all of my content, or as much of my content as I had, to another channel. I'd created a new channel, and I was uploading it all onto there. Anyway, I get an email to say you've got a copyright strike on some music, which some of the music on my channels did have copyright strikes, which is not a problem because it's not a community strike. It just means that you can't monetize it and things like that. So I checked it out, and then I realised it was from my old Gmail account, as in the one that was from my previous. So I quickly jumped onto YouTube, clicked the link. Now I run a lot of YouTube channels for varying different people, and that was one of the other big problems about this whole affair. Was I had to tell these people, look, my channel's been taken down. Could you now route to this other email address so that I can still continue helping you with your channel? It was a real ball ache, basically. So anyway, I clicked, and there it was. Adam Boabda was back there with my stupid, I think it was a Snapchat filter, what's it called, profile picture of me with like loads of different Snapchat filters on, and the overwhelming sense of relief was unbelievable. Then I get an email pretty much straight away off YouTube to say I've got more copyright strikes, and then a message on the Twitter to say we are now looking into your case. So I was like, oh my god, they've just opened the channel again so that they can do something, and then they're going to get rid of it again. So I quickly downloaded every single video that was on my channel. I was like 100 videos, things that were like, some of them were like 10 seconds long, some of them have never been like made live, but I just downloaded everything. And one of the issues is you get that sort of like compressed small file size. Even from YouTube, you don't get the original video size, which was a bit of a shame, because like I said, there is some of those that was the only copy of them, but I got them all, and I just sat and waited, and the next morning I was expecting to wake up and it was probably like God again, and I'd got a DM from them saying congratulations, or I don't remember the word, but your channel has been animated or something like that. I'm going to put the actual message on the screen so you can read it. And honestly, the overwhelming sense of relief, it was unbelievable. And so it wasn't difficult to get my channel back up and running. I thought that was it was gone. And you just got to be persistent with them. Obviously they're a big company, there's probably a couple of people running this Twitter, a lot of it's automated. I mean, even when you talk to, when you're lucky enough to have like a few million subscribers, I think it's over 100,000 subscribers, you get to talk on a chat to people at YouTube, and it's like talking with robots a lot of the time, because all they'll do is they'll copy and paste terms and conditions or different things, or like bits out of their guides, their help guides, they'll just copy and paste it, and you're like, no, look, I've already checked that out. Why are you just telling me this? I'm talking to a real person, you should be giving me other advice. But it's like they're under some kind of cosh to just repeat what is on the in the help guides and in the terms and conditions. It's a bit of a nightmare. So actually getting somebody to read the reasonings why my channel had been shut down, why I believed it shouldn't have been shut down, was brilliant, because it's a human. And they can go, yeah, we see what's happened. You know, this wasn't malicious. It was a mistake. There was so whatever the problem was, we can redo that. But when you're talking about AIs and terms and conditions, you get stuck in this sort of like legal jargon, and it's like, this is the rule and that's it. It's final. Yeah. So that was sort of my story. Just if your channel's been shut down and you. Like me, you were devastated, you've got content on there that you don't have content anywhere else, back up your content. That's all I'm going to say to you. But be persistent. Go to Team YouTube on Twitter and hassle them and keep hassling them and keep hassling them. Have a genuine reason, you know, I mean, but keep hassling them, and state why you believe that your channel should be back up and running. And if you've done dodgy stuff, then it's your own fault. But you know, just try your best, and there is somebody out there that actually listens. And now that my channel's back up and running, I'm going to post this video out. Obviously, I've got a couple of other things that I want to do. Hopefully, I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that I've got this back. It's monetized still. In fact, the money that was in there is still there, which is brilliant. So I'm getting that back. And at least I hope I am. Anyway, I think my AdSense account's still linked. But yeah, it's just, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've been given this second chance. When, to be honest, terms and conditions state that I shouldn't be given the second chance, but when actual humans involved, you should be able to get second chances. So good luck with getting your channel sorted, and keep a watch out, so hit subscribe and all that shit what people tell you to do, and watch out for some of the other videos that I'm going to be putting out soon. So cool. See you later. Thank you very much for listening.